Hi Tango dancers, this is Anne from Tango Space. And in this video, I want to briefly speak about a mindset shift that really transformed my tango dancing at the beginning of my journey, or rather in the early stages of my journey, but when I was ready to take it to the next level, basically. And so last Tuesday, I was in London. We were teaching with Pablo, and I was in Pablo's Milonga in London. I danced with a wonderful dancer there that I had never met. He'd been living in the UK for only a couple of years. French guy, lovely, great dancer. And he told me, I know you from the YouTube channel, from the videos. And I find it very interesting what you say. And it was super interesting because he told me there is one thing that you have said that has stayed with me. And it's the fact that tango followers are not followers. And this is something that we haven't discussed on the channel for a really long time, but that was really important for me when I started teaching. So I wanted to touch base to tell you about this again here as well. Reminding you of this if you already know, introducing you to this concept if you are earlier in your tango journey. So basically, this idea that tango followers are not followers. So basically, the reason why we had this discussion is that when I started teaching, I needed to address the people in the follower or the ladies roles. And at first, I was very uncomfortable saying women or ladies because I am a strong, independent woman who believes in feminism, and that women can lead and men can follow. And I did not like the gendering of these terms, and the fact that it puts the ladies in the followers role and the men in the leaders role. And that's still the case. And I completely understand the people who do not like when we say ladies to speak about the women, the followers, the people in the women's role, and men for the people who are the leader or the people in the men's role. So I made the decision to stick to these ideas of the men and the women at the time, because for me it was very important to change the mindset of the people who were learning how to be in the women's role, how to follow. And basically, when I was a beginner and I was always being told that I was a follower, followers do this, followers take your back step, followers go into the embrace, followers go in front of the man, followers follow with your ocho. I always had this message in my brain that I was very passive as a dancer, and it's really not what is happening in tango dancing. The people in the followers role are actually very active. Tango is a conversation, and it's only once you realize that as a follower that you become much more active, much more powerful. You have a lot more strength as a dancer. And it's important to understand that yes, we follow. No, we are not going to do like the steps that they are not inviting us to do. So yes, we do the steps they invite us to do. Yes, we are in a role where somebody is thinking about the steps and we are doing the proposition. But we have a lot of power in how we are moving, in how we are expressing the music, in the type of embrace that we want, in the strength of our steps, in our technique. And it's important for the followers, even though you are called a follower, to understand that this is, like this comes from ballroom, and it's just a role, but it's not the mindset that you need to have as a dancer. You are dancing equally as your partner. I'm rambling on a little bit, but hopefully that makes sense. I know of tango teachers who speak about the people in the men's role and the people in the women's role, because traditionally you have the men and the women in tango, but but people didn't want to, people wanted to make it more gender neutral. So the people in the men's role, the people in the women's role, this is a little bit more of a mouthful. I've heard as well of leaders, teachers saying the people with their left hand on the inside of the ronda, the people with their right hand on the inside of the ronda. So this is a bit complicated in terms of, like addressing your students with these words all the time. But it's an interesting approach to try and first make it gender neutral, and also help the followers understand that they have a lot of power in the dancing, and also as a consequence that the leaders have a lot of softness in their leading, and that when you, a follower, you are leading a movement, you are doing it with love, with care, as an invitation, understanding that maybe she will not understand you, maybe she will not do exactly what the step the way you want it to do, maybe she will have another way to express the music, and that is perfectly fine, and you are going to keep adapting to the person that you are dancing with. So that's the reason why I'm a bit more relaxed about this as well, but it's important for the followers to understand that you're not just a follower, you actually have a lot of power in your dancing. Let me know if that makes sense. Give me a yes in the comments if it does. I'd love to know your thoughts as well on the type of words that you use to describe both roles, ladies and men. This is gendering us, so it's not ideal. Follower, leader, not ideal as well. So I'd love to have your thoughts and your ideas. Let me know in the comments. And before I go, I wanted to remind you that just 1 week until we open registrations for the Dance with Confidence experience, which is our 3-day immersion event happening in California next September. So we are doing it in 2 locations, in Los Angeles and in San Francisco, and it is going to be amazing. It is a step-by-step program all about improving the quality of your dancing. So your technique, your embrace, how you are communicating in the embrace, how you are receiving the information in the embrace, how you are switching from circular to linear movements, how you are using the cross system to add more edginess to your dancing, how to interpret the most influential tango orchestras, how to have better balance, so that whether you are a leader or a follower, man or a woman, you have a lot more power in your dancing. So we are going to open registrations in just 1 week. So if it's for you, check out the registration page and sign up for the waitlist, because the last time we did a retreat, it was sold out in half a day. So you don't want to miss this. Thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to reading your comments and also seeing you in the US, in California, for the Dance with Confidence experience. Bye guys, see you soon.